The key dynamic to consider is the fact that there's just a lot of projects, right? If we look at interconnection queues and look at their size relative to peak demand in that market, we're seeing 1.8 to 3.5x just in development, right? And so if we look at that quantity of projects in the development queue, we know that you just can't build that much. If we're really interested in kind of the ratio or the difference between the value of a project and the capital outlay, that biggest delta, that biggest value add happens kind of in that late development phase, kind of in between an interconnection agreement and NTP. So the key question is going to be how you enhance that success probability. If you have an early stage project and a lot of them can't be built, how do you demonstrate that your project is more likely to get built than everybody else? How do you demonstrate that you're above average? And you really have to be able to differentiate.
So you'll notice the theme that we have for solar, wind, as well as storage is that on the short term, we do expect things to renormalize as supply chain issues kind of ease up, interest rates going back down. We do think that prices will kind of readjust and go back to normal. And then we'll get to a point where we'll start resumption on previous learning curves in terms of technology advancement. What we're exploring is we're seeing that there's a lot of attention that is coming towards different structures, specifically on solar plus storage, forward block sale, and storage revenue insurance. Those are options that are less risky than going merchant, but also earn higher revenues than just doing a long-term PPA. Remember that PPA price is only one piece of that whole spectrum and economic assessment, right? So we tend to focus a lot on what are the cheapest PPA prices, but in many cases, we observe that choosing the cheapest price is actually not the most economic choice that you can make.